Today we're going to go over a few habits that can make your life less stressful if you feel like everything is hectic and everything's just kind of flying all over the place. Today we're going to go over some habits that can make life less stressful. Let's go. Number one, be early. We've all had those moments before where you're rushing to get somewhere because you're already 5 minutes late, and now you're over here rushing to get everything, and you've left your keys behind, your wallet, then you got to drive back to the house, and now you're even more late because you were rushing and now you forgot everything. Those situations suck. You don't want to be in those situations all the time. So a good way to solve it is obviously to be early. Instead of trying to plan for something right on time or being late all the time, try to plan for everything ahead of time. So try to be there 10 to 15 minutes early, so that even if something does happen and you forget something, then you have that barrier of time to be able to work with to get where you need to be. So this is one habit that if you implement, it'll make life a lot less stressful because you won't feel like you're forgetting everything and feel like you're rushing every single time you're trying to get ready for something. Number two, jot down your tasks the night before. If you know that you have a lot of different things that you need to do the next day, then the best way to handle it is the night before, write everything down. So write every single task, everything that you need to get done down on a piece of paper or on your phone. There's plenty of apps nowadays that you could put all your tasks in and it'll remind you about it. So write everything down so that whenever you wake up in the morning, you're not stressing thinking, oh, what is it that I need to do? Oh man, I got to do this and this and this. If you have everything written down, whether it's on a piece of paper, on your phone, wherever you have it, then it's nice and easy. You have something you could look at and remember, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. It makes everything a lot less stressful, and it makes it very easy to just check off everything once you're done. Number three, kind of relating to this, is break all of your tasks down. If you have a task that has many different parts to it and something that is kind of more tasks bundled into one, then try to break it down. Break it down section by section so that you know exactly what you need to do in order to reach that task. One good example that I have is we know all when we were in school about writing essays. You don't sit there and sit down and be like, all right, write the whole entire essay. No, you go and you break it piece by piece. First, you know that I need to get my introduction done. Then you know I need to get the 2 or 3 paragraphs that I need to write. Then I have the conclusion. You break it down into those pieces and do it one by one. So in the same way, if you have difficult tasks that you need to do, that you're finding it difficult to actually get it done because it takes a little while, then break it down into smaller little tasks so that you can conquer it little by little. And that'll make it a lot less stressful because you won't be looking at it so big picture, but rather you'll see it in small little pieces and you'll be able to see the accomplishment of what you're doing. Number four is make yourself a schedule. So if you schedule everything out in your day, you know that you have several different things, which this all kind of ties in together. If you know that you have several things to do throughout the day and you have a lot of tasks, then put it onto a calendar or something. That's one thing that's helped me out big time. On Google Calendar, you can easily set time frames of what you need to do. So if you have a lot of things you need to do, then schedule it all out so you can make sure you're doing everything within a time frame and you can make sure you get everything done. Whenever you try to just do it on your own inside your head and be like, okay, this time I'm going to do this and this time I'm going to do this, a lot of the times we never really follow through with it, and all of a sudden we're behind throughout the whole day, and then at nighttime we're like, oh shoot, I forgot to do a lot of this stuff. So rather write it down, put it into a schedule and put it onto a calendar so that you're able to keep track of your day and you're able to keep track of the time that you have set apart for each task. And number five, and I can't stress how important this is even in my own life that I started implementing it, start putting everything, all dates that you might know, into a calendar. This is something that has helped me out big time. I got my Google Calendar put together, and now anytime that I know of anything that's coming up in the next few months or even in the next few days or even the next year, I put it into that calendar. One big example is I've always been terrible at remembering birthdays. I would forget my own family's birthdays a lot of the time and be like, oh shoot, a few days later realizing I forgot it. So that was one thing I was terrible with. But ever since I started implementing the Google Calendar and putting all the birthdays that I know to reoccur every year, now I never forget a birthday because anytime it's somebody's birthday, it pops up on my phone. So obviously this is one thing, but I also use it for any other things that I have, doctor's appointments, any kind of appointments, anything that I know that I'm going to forget in the future, then I always put it down on the calendar. I can't stress how much this has made life a lot less stressful for me because I can always look at my calendar and know exactly what's coming up. Before, I would always be stressing, thinking, oh shoot, am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting something that I was supposed to do? But nowadays, since I started putting everything into a calendar, it's made life a lot easier and a lot less stressful. So this is, out of all of them, if you're gonna do something, this is something I definitely recommend so that you're not forgetting things and that you're not stressing about dates in the future that you might not remember. So these are 5 habits that can make your life less stressful. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.